It is the final day of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and of course our team has been on the ground speaking with delegates, attendees, lawmakers, and recapping all the events and speeches all throughout the week. Our Brendan Scanlon is joining us live now from inside the convention center, and the big one's on tap for tonight. Hi, Brendan.
Hey there, Kara. Good evening. Yeah, it's really starting to sort of pick up here. Obviously, the final day, it's a lot more crowded at this time today than it has been in other days. You can kind of see we're getting some musical guests here, doing some practicing, some rehearsals, some run-throughs and everything. It's really going to be an action-packed evening. It's sort of the accumulation of the past 4 days of speeches, events, and sort of just coming together and rallying around Kamala Harris for the Democrat delegates and attendees here. Kamala Harris will formally accept her party's nomination in the primetime speech coming up later this evening. And she will also really have a direct line to tens of millions of folks across the country and across the globe. What will she do? What will she say? I caught up with Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis and asked him that question. Here's what he said.
I think Vice President Harris has a phenomenal opportunity to continue to introduce herself to Americans as a presidential candidate. I think she should lead with talking about her biography, her lived experiences that led her to this moment, and talk about her values and the values that guide her as an elected official. I think that's what folks want to hear tonight. I think they want to see a leader who's going to bring people together, and I know she's that leader.
And Kara, last night we heard from Governor Josh Shapiro, we heard from Governor Wes Moore, former President Bill Clinton, and of course Governor Tim Walz, the vice presidential nominee. We also heard musical performances by John Legend, Stevie Wonder. As you can hear behind me, we are going to have some more musical performances tonight. We're going to have Pink, we're going to have the Chicks, and we're also going to have a surprise, very special musical guest that I know a lot of people here are very, very excited for. And of course, we will also be hearing from many lawmakers, senators, Elizabeth Warren, Mark Kelly, and several other lawmakers that will be sort of warming up the stage leading up to Vice President Kamala Harris's acceptance speech later this evening. We're going to have it all to break down coming up later this evening on Erie News Now at 11. So be sure to tune in then. But for now, live in the United Center at the 2024 Democratic National Convention for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon.